Hello, I'm Jeremiah Burrow, and this is a Lenten devotional from the Second Congregational Church. I'd like to read some passages from John chapter 16, verses 16 through 22, and say a little bit about rites of passages, something that has been very meaningful in my life. So let me start with the gospel reading. Jesus said, "A little while, and you will no longer see me. And again, a little while, and you will see me." Then some of his disciples said to one another, "What does he mean by saying to us, 'A little while, and you will no longer see me'? And again, a little while, and you will see me, and because I am going to the Father." They said, "What does he mean by this a little while? We do not know what he is talking about." Jesus knew that they wanted to ask him, so he said to them, "Are you discussing among yourselves what I meant when I said, 'A little while and you will no longer see me, and again a little while and you will see me'? Very truly, I tell you, you will weep and mourn, but the world will rejoice. You will have pain, but your pain will turn into joy. When a woman is in labor, she has pain because her hour has come. But when her child is born, she no longer remembers the anguish because of the joy of having brought a human being into the world. So you have pain now, but I will see you again, and your hearts will rejoice, and no one will take your joy from you." And now a few words about rites of passages. So the rites of passage has three basic stages: separation, initiation, and return. The first is separation. And what separation is really the point at which a person is separated from their ordinary experience. This might happen because of tragedy, or it might be a long process. The call into a new adventure could be various. The second stage, initiation, is the stage where one is met with new experiences, with trials, tests. It is the time that one sharpens their teeth on new experience. And it's a time of growth. The final stage, return, is when the initiate is finally able to return to their community. But they return not as their former selves, but changed, transformed through the process of the rite of passage. And so they return bearing gifts, new knowledge, new ways of seeing things, of doing things. When Jesus says in the scripture reading that in a little while you will no longer see me, he is speaking to the separation. And when he says, "You will have sorrow," or speaks of the woman in anguish in childbirth, he is speaking of the initiation. And when he speaks of his return and of joy. He is speaking of the return. There's probably a lot to unpack here, but I will offer this comparison to the Rites of Passage alongside Jesus' story for your reflection in your faith journey during this Easter season. Thank you.